Asch's research into conformity. AA1. Asch carried out a lab experiment on 123 male undergraduates. In groups, male participants judged line lengths by saying out loud which comparison line, 1, 2, or 3, matched the standard line. Each group only contained one real participant. The other 7 people were Confederates who acted like participants but were really helping the researcher. The real participant always gave their answer at the end, once they had heard everyone else's. The Confederates were all instructed to give the same wrong answers on some of the trials. His findings revealed that 75% of the participants conformed at least once, giving the wrong answer. When they were asked why, they said they didn't want to look different. The control conditions showed that it was easy to get the answer right, which means people conform due to normative social influence, NSI. Asch repeated his original study but added variations to the procedure to see its impacts on conformity rates. When adjusting the group size, he found that with 3 Confederates, there was little difference in the percentage of wrong answers given by the participants. When introducing the role of an ally to the experiment, i.e. another non-conforming person, Asch found that the conformity levels dropped to 25%. When the task difficulty increased, Asch found that the conformity levels increased, highlighting the role of informational social influence. AA3. A methodological criticism with the study is that it was conducted in an artificial environment and involves a trivial task. Participants were aware that they were taking part in a research study and may have changed their behaviour to meet the expectations of the researcher. Demand characteristics. The task itself was not challenging enough to explain why conformity rates were so high. Therefore, the findings of the research lack ecological validity, as we are unable to make accurate generalizations, as well as generalizing it to an everyday situation. A further criticism of Asch's study is that it has been considered to be a child of its time. This is because when repeated by Perrin and Spencer with engineering students in the UK, only 1 student conformed in a total of 396 trials. Asch's findings can be explained as America was extremely conformist during the time that the experiment was carried out. This is a limitation of the research, as it means that the Asch effect is not consistent across situations or times. A final weakness of the research is that the sample was restricted to males only. Other research indicates that women are more conformist to males as they are more concerned about social relationships. This limits Asch's study as the findings are not applicable to both sexes, thus reducing the population validity of the research.